Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. We made it. A little bit late today, but we made it. It is a beautiful, stormy day outside, but I love mornings like this. As long as they don't knock my power out, which happens a fair bit frequently around here, but, so it goes. Luckily, it is just beautiful and rainy, stormy and lightning outside. I just love this weather, y'all. I really do. Seth, good morning. Welcome in, my friend. How you doing? You are on a streak of firsts here, aren't you? You've been first at least 2 days in a row, I think. I think you might be at 3. Let me know. How you doing, dude? It is good to see you again. And I think chat is working. Let me just double check. Bo on YouTube, hello. Thank you for posting there and confirming that YouTube chat is working. Looks like it's good. Seth 3. You'll be tomorrow. Rock on, dude. I love it. Hey, we'll see. I'm pulling for you. We've had some pretty dedicated, hot on the click followers that have been here like right on the dot in the past, but they come and go, huh? Sorry for the slight delay, folks. Just getting a few things sorted on my end this morning, but it is all sorted now, and we're good to go. Ready for a good stream. Rain all week for you, huh, Seth? Interesting. Sounds nice, honestly. That's my kind of weather. Is it heavy rain, or are you just getting that like steady, nice, cozy drizzle? What are we talking here? You gotta tell me what kind of rain we're talking about. Because right now, outside, we have had very ferocious thunderstorms this morning. I was very worried the power wasn't going to hold, but we're here. If I disappear randomly, though, that will be the power going out. So, hey, fingers crossed. Hello, Aaron. Yes, I figured I was debating between book writing or doing our dice game. But I figured book writing could be good today. But I don't know. Open to hear what chat thinks as well. Ian Garcia Grant on YouTube. Hello, my friend. Good morning. How you doing? Glad to see you back. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. We have a small but growing YouTube audience. It's nice to see y'all showing up. Rafi, I think I'm with you today, my guy. I stayed up too late doing a few things and was utterly wiped this morning. Got up on time. We just had some technical issues. Storm causing a bit of trouble around here. But we're good to go. We're here. We're rocking and rolling. So, Rafi, good morning to you, buddy. Good to see you. Goblin, welcome in. A.R. Roseland, hello. Good to see you. Sexy Shexy. That's a tongue twister. Welcome in, my friend. How you doing? You asked, do I have a step-by-step process or just do whatever speaks to you? You're brainstorming your first novel. Well, first of all, congratulations. Good luck. That's very exciting. I do have a step-by-step process for the most part. It really depends on what exactly part of the process you're at. Are you talking like for outlining? Are you just trying to figure out what you want to write? What part are you at? Because I can help with that more specifically. If you're talking about outlining, I like to do a bullet point outline where each chapter each chapter is a bullet point and I do one sentence for it, and each chapter should advance the story towards the end, so that there's progress in each chapter. I think that's a good place to start for outlining. Keeps it relatively simple, but still allows you to create kind of a roadmap for yourself, but it's not so stringent that you're stuck to it. You have to stick with it. But no, ask anything specifically that you're struggling with, and I'll see what I can do. See if we can't get some answers for you. Slendy, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday, y'all. I'm so thrown off because we didn't stream on Monday. I keep trying to say happy Tuesday. Why does it say that I have 8 total words? That's... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. It does not say that I have 8 total words. It says that I have 8K words in the book. I just left off the K. Y'all, bad news. I just dropped our book word count from 8,000 to 8. Whoops. Okay, sexy. That's gonna be weird to say. I'm gonna call you Shexy instead. I don't know. I don't know what to call you. That's weird. Sorry, it's a strange name to say. Shexy. Yeah, I'm glad that helps with the outlining. Another thing I'll say for outlining is if you're starting from scratch with it, do 3 bullet points to start with. 1 for the starting point of the book, 1 for the midpoint, and 1 for the end point. Kind of gives you like a framework to start with. And it's a little bit easier to progress from the first bullet point to the midpoint of the book, and then from the midpoint to the end. To me, at least, it breaks it up a bit more logically. Morning, Poison Apple Tea. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, morning at the round table, huh? Back to the old stream format for a day. We're just kind of chilling, you know. Higgs, hey, welcome in, man. Exy, Poison Apple Tea. Yeah, I like that. Exy. We'll say Exy. Higgs said, do you prefer slower pace, slow burn books, or fast paced books that pick up immediately? Higgs, I could see the value in both, but I'm definitely a fast paced kind of, page turner thriller fan. I love Michael Crichton books, those tech thrillers, Dan Brown type stuff. I just love a fast page turner that keeps you flipping through it. So that's my preference. What about you? What do you like? I see the value in slow burn though, man. Just build it up over time. It just builds and builds and builds and gets more dramatic. I love it. It's very fun. I don't know. I like the fast stuff. Phoenix, welcome in, dude. Happy Wednesday to you. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. You said I have a weird question for you. I just finished Warden. In it, Kaiden says frequently his friends. Waiting for part 2 of the comment. Yeah, I got some Michael Crichton love in there. And Blake Crouch as well. Yeah, let's go. Rep for the thriller authors. Phoenix, that's very funny. Phoenix has finished reading my book, Warden, down here on the bottom right. And they say, I have a weird question for you. I just finished Warden. In it, Kaiden says frequently his friends call him Kai, but we are in the third person limited, so it implies we are not his friends. Yeah, that's a good point, Phoenix. Maybe you just gotta ask him to hang out more, man. You want that friendship. You gotta put a little work in for it. Just, invite him out to dinner sometimes. Get to know him, talk with him, see how it goes. Or just start calling him Kai in your head. Either way. Ooh, that's an interesting comment, Slendy. Slow burn done well feels fast. That's interesting. I've never read a slow burn that felt that way, but I can imagine how that would be the case. That's super cool. I like that, Slendy. Higgs says, I've read both and written both. Fast pace is definitely easier to write and enjoy. Slow burn is more of a payoff. Yeah, there you go. I guess that's kind of like what Slendy was saying. I can see. I agree. I think slow burn is harder to do well. It's like it's more of a balance, right? You're kind of tipping forward a little bit, but not too much. It's a lot easier just to ramp things up to 100 and off to the races we go. Ian Garcia on YouTube says that's Mr. Kaiden to us, sir. Yeah, Higgs definitely works better. Slow burn definitely works for mystery or horror more than like thriller. I will say that's my favorite type of horror. I love a slow burn, slow build horror. Ooh, that's so good. It lets you kind of like sit in it, right, and like start to think about what comes next, the implications of whatever the monster is or the horror aspect. I think that's really fun. I'm a big fan of that. Rafi, you said you brainstormed a lit RPG in your dream last night based on a vacation escape VR that catches a virus. Interesting. That sounds fun to me. I would love to see lit RPG go back towards a little more of the gaming element. It's so heavily moved into full progression fantasy these days. that it's like lost touch with its gaming roots. I feel like maybe a hot take here, but I'd love to see it go back a little bit more towards the gaming side of things, which it sounds like you're kind of going with there, Raffi. So hey, got that retro lit RPG going on. Poison Apple says putting those hours in, even in sleep. Thank you for the heart me, Harpy and Aaron. Appreciate y'all re-upping the stream team. Thank you very much for that. You're super kind. Always appreciate seeing the regulars here hanging out. Oh, and Harpy reached member level 10. Hey, well done, Harpy. Congratulations. Thank you for being here and being so consistent. I appreciate seeing you here every day. Winyu says hello. I hope all of you are well. Well, hello to you, Winyu. I hope you're well as well. Thanks for popping back in. Glad to see you. I hope your Wednesday's going good, and if not, maybe we can turn it around. Put some good vibes out there for you. Jordan, hello. Good morning from YouTube. Glad to see you there. We got a little YouTube audience going on today. Thanks for being there, folks. Appreciate having you. Slindy said, I've read a slow burn that I read through in a single day. It was a fanfic, but it was like 200 chapters. Holy cow, Slindy. Isn't that a great feeling, though? You find that book that you're just absolutely rocking with, and you just sit down and devour it. I feel like that's one of those rare moments that can turn people into lifelong readers, when you just find that book that you're like just glued to. You can't put it down and you tear through it in a day. I love that, though. Slindy said, any horror recs? I need to read more. Y'all, if you have horror recommendations, let Slindy know. I've not read a lot of horror lately, so I don't really have any specific horror recs. I guess I'll say that Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, like the book from the movie, is a lot more horror than you'd expect it to be. It's definitely a thriller, but like it gets scary at times, and I really liked that about the book. So if you haven't given it a try, give it a try. And don't, I hate when people say this, don't be dissuaded by the beginning. There's a little bit of techno babble to start the book off that the author wanted you to be aware of for the premise. Push through it. I'm telling you, the book's good. Poison Up Tea said, if you could choose what monster becomes famous next, which would it be? The next vampire or werewolf? Poison, I am absolutely horrified by the concept of Wendigos. They've just always terrified me since the first time I learned about them. And I think if I could, I'd love to see those kind of pop up and get big, because I'd just love to see everybody's take on it. They've been around, obviously, but definitely like a second tier, movie monster there compared to the greats. I'd love to see some fresh takes on that. What about you, Poison? What's your pick? Hey, when you said you've been missing the lives because you've been on a writing roll. That is completely acceptable. If the words are flowing for you, I am happy to hear it. Totally fine. If you're not here because you're writing, then that's perfect. I applaud you. I'm glad it's going well. What have you been working on? Oh boy, a lot of chat. Appreciate that, everybody. Thanks for coming in, being chatty today. Good to have you. Cooking Chaos, good to see you. Good to see you again. Welcome back in. Said your breakfast today is cake. That is indeed Cooking Chaos. But hey, who doesn't mind a little bit of dessert for breakfast once in a while? Elikin said, I loved the Mass Effect series. Who didn't? That series is so good. They captured lightning in a bottle with that game series. I love to see a good completed product. It's just like, boom, put a bow, put a ribbon on it, and you're good to go. Don't touch it. Let it exist. All right. Folks, thanks for being here. If you are new, if you've not hung out before, welcome in. I am author Alex Knight. I've been writing full-time since 2018. This is our little cozy corner of the internet to start your day. We're always doing something writing or fantasy-focused. On Fridays, for instance, we do fantasy maps. We make fantasy maps live on stream. We've been working on one for 3 Fridays now. It's coming along. I think 1 or 2 more sessions we'll have it done. So that's coming up this Friday. Should be fun. Other than that, though, I either write my book on stream, like I'll be doing today, or we have a little bit of a game that we put together recently. Let me pull it up. We've been playing it, been having a good time with it. Also, Elikin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. That's super kind of you. Thanks for being here, and glad to have you. Are you an author? You a reader? You want to be an author? What's going on with you? Let us get to know you. Seth says, have you seen Split Fiction? The game's amazing. It follows two struggling authors. Seth only has part 1 of 2 in the comment, but I can guess what the next part's going to be. It follows two struggling authors who go to a game studio, and the technology there harvests their book ideas and turns them into a video game and then traps them in it. It looks fun. It looks very fun. I've heard rave reviews of it, so I'm glad that it's going well. I'm glad that folks are resonating with it. It's a fun topic, fun concept. Elikin, you said you're a reader and a gamer. Oh boy, well, you are right at home here, Elikin. We are glad to have you. Welcome in, man. Hoping to get to know you. Thanks for being here. I was trying to say, we have created a little game recently, and my display capture is off. So let me fix that real quick. Did I move? Maybe I moved it. Maybe that's why it's a different size. Anyway, here we go. That's good enough for now. We made a little game that I had a library of exercises that I do to improve my writing. And I was playing it on stream where basically you roll a d12 and you get one of these exercises and then you do the exercise. Folks are having a lot of fun with it, so I went ahead and put it on my website so you can find all the exercises here. And it's got the rules up top, they're very simple, but basically it's just a way to create some fun exercises. So sometimes we do this on stream. We've been doing that a lot lately, and a lot of chat's been playing along and writing along, so I appreciate that. It's been super fun. So yeah, anyway, that was a long-winded way of saying some days we write books on stream, some days we make fantasy maps, mainly Fridays, and some days we play little writing games, and we'll see what comes next for all of it. We're figuring it out, but whatever we do, it'll always be fantasy, book, reading, writing related. So thank you for being here, folks. Elikin, you said you're currently reading Red Rising and playing Dragon Quest XI. Hey, rock on. Good game, good book. You got good taste. That's pretty sick. I hope you enjoy both. And I know Red Rising is a little bit brutal at times. Hopefully, not too brutal for you. Fun fact, Elikin, the audio narrator for Red Rising, Tim Gerard Reynolds, is the same narrator that I had for Servant of Rage here on the top left. Don't ask me how my publisher pulled that. I am not big enough to have Tim Gerard Reynolds do my audiobook, but we managed to fake it till we made it, huh? So Servant of Rage here on the top left is my connection to Red Rising in a way. Tenuous though it may be. Slendy, you said I'm a big gamer too. We need to read more. Focus too much on nonfiction. Hey, Slendy, that's all right. Read what you want to read. Don't feel pressured. Fiction or nonfiction, whatever you want to read's fine. Will, hello. Happy Wednesday, buddy. Good to see you. How you doing? How you been? Rafi says I'm still mad at Gio for the story he wrote yesterday. Yeah, that was a brutal one. Y'all rocked it. Y'all absolutely rocked those prompts yesterday. I can't believe how good the stories you wrote were. It's fun to be so deep into the writing that I have my own take on how I'm going to do the exercise, and then I see y'all coming with your takes, and they're just so fresh and so different from what I was thinking that I'm like, holy cow, you could totally do it like that. And y'all just impress me frequently. So thank you for playing along. It's always fun. I have way too much fun doing that. By the way, Slendy, thank you for the rose and for the heart me, my friend. Rock on, dude. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And Win You and Slendy. Another rose from Slendy and a rose from Win You. Thank you very much, y'all. You are too kind. Gifts are never expected, but always appreciated. Thank you very much, y'all. Elikin, you can pick up. Thank you for asking, by the way. Said, where can you purchase my books? You can grab them all on Amazon. They're there in ebook, audiobook, and paperback. And these are all of my book ones. Top row is fantasy, bottom row is lit RPG. So if any of them catch your eye, hey, check them out. You can also read more about them at authoralexknight.com. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Always an easy little plug I can slip in there. But thank you for the interest, Elikin. I appreciate that. Will, you said you're busy working too much. Hey, man, I feel you. I feel you. I hope that the busy period passes and you can relax a little bit, because we could all use a little more Hobbit life in our lives. Need those slow days, just enjoy and relax. Biggest plans are what your next meal is going to be. Thank you for the follow, Noah. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well, and happy Wednesday to you. Welcome to the stream. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time. Always doing something writing or fantasy focused. Today we're going to be writing, so I probably need to get to that. We've been here a hot minute. So I'll put a timer up and we'll start writing here in a minute. But Noah, you said, are any of your books on Amazon Prime? They're not. Yes, they should be available through Prime if you order a paperback with Prime shipping. And the ebooks are all on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have that, you can read them for free for the cost of your subscription. And they're all on Audible as well. So any format, really, paperback, ebook, audiobook, you got your pick. Just drop those titles into Amazon and you'll find them. The only exception is Wriggly Little Hands, my fantasy comedy, and all right, probably the best book I've ever written. I'm in love with it. It was a revelation for me. That one comes out on May 27th, with a soft paperback launch tomorrow, actually. But we're not really promoting that. That's launch nitty gritty. The big launch is May 27th, so that one will be out then, and then all of these will be available on Amazon. All right, y'all. We got to do some writing sprints today. So, Slindy, you said reminder. I get the first paperback of Paragon. Yes, you are bookmarked for that, Slindy. Noah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. You said you got to get to work, but I gave you a follow, and I'm going to pick one of your books up to read soon. Noah, that's super kind of you, buddy. Hey, man, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. And we're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time, so hope to see you next time. But, hey, have a good one, dude. Y'all, welcome in. If you haven't been here before, this is our writing stream, so I got 5 minutes on the clock right there. It's so hard to point to something that's not actually there. This one. I got 5 minutes on the clock. I am going to start that timer and start working on my book. If anybody wants to write along with me, you are more than welcome to. We'd love to have you. Please do open that word processor. I can't talk today. Open that word processor or turn to a blank page and uncap your pen. However it is you want to write, please feel free to join me. I'm going to get to it here. Slindy, you said you're going to pick up Wriggly Little Hands when it comes out. Well, thank you, Slindy. I appreciate that. I think you'll enjoy it. It is my favorite book I've ever made. That's for absolute certain. All right, y'all. 5 minutes on the clock. We need to get to writing. So, the timer's a-timing. Let's get to writing. There is a beautiful, heavy, consistent rain falling outside the window right now, and y'all, I'm excited for it. It's good writing mood. Rafi, that's a good plan. So my girlfriend tells me when it's going to rain so I can schedule writing during it. It's special. It's so nice. Oh boy, I am warming up the fingers today, folks, but oh, they're slow. I can feel it. The words are there, but the fingers are just like, shake them out a little bit. Get some blood in there. Really want to test my camera's refresh rate in the low lighting with the hands shaking. Thick, hey, welcome in, man. Appreciate you being here. Your comment makes me very happy. Thank you very much for saying that. I'll go ahead and call the writing sprint there for now, because we're warming up. That was our first one of the day. But, folks, hey, if you were writing along with me, let me know how it went. Not a lot of words needed for that sprint, but that's okay. That's only the first one. We're just warming up. I really wanted to reply to Thick. Said your Servant of Rage series and Richard Paul Evans' Michael Vey series are by far my favorite current reads. Well, thank you, man. That's super kind of you to say. I appreciate that. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you're enjoying both. Selfishly, I'm glad you're enjoying Servant of Rage. We're locked in for 2 sequels, so that trilogy will be finished pretty soon. I can't say like with any certainty, but I can say that books 2 and 3 are contracted. We have signed on the dotted line. I've plotted a lot of book 2, and I'll be working on book 2. I'll have book 2 finished by the end of this year for sure. Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying book 1, but I can't wait to get you book 2 pretty soon. And hey, if you are enjoying Servant of Rage, let me just shout out real quick. Coming out very soon, we have a free prequel novella to Servant of Rage entitled Thief of Honor. That is with the editor presently, and should be coming out pretty soon for free. So, hey, watch my socials. I'll be shouting about it once it's out, and you can get a little more content in the world of Servant of Rage. But hey, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate that, and happy Wednesday to you. Y'all, thank you for the gifts. Slindy, I appreciate the Tiny Diny. My favorite gift. I love the Tiny Diny arms. Back when I first started streaming, y'all, the keyboard cam was a little different. And it really, like, when I just sat here, it looked like I had little teeny arms. I can't really recreate it anymore. I tried to move the camera angles, but it used to look like I just had the tiniest arms in the world. So, Tiny Diny and I get along. Thick said, didn't think you'd have a TikTok page, so I'll definitely have to follow this. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Thick. Yeah, TikTok's kind of my favorite social at this point, I guess. I didn't know that I would enjoy live streaming, but we gave it a try, and so here we are. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate seeing y'all every day and interacting, giving you updates on books and writing together and whatnot. So thank you. I appreciate all the kind words, Thick, and thank you for the follow. It's good to have you here. Welcome in. Elsie, hello. Good morning to you. The writing's going very good. Thank you for asking. Just a casual 124 words on the first sprint. Real warming it up. The hands are slow. We'll get there. But no, going good. Very happy with it. We were playing a writing game yesterday. I call it the Dice Decide. And that was a lot of fun. A lot of folks writing along and submitting their prompts. So that was super cool. We had a great time. But how you doing, Elsie? How about you? Hope your week's on a good roll. It is Wednesday, so we're halfway through. Rafi asked, you ever forget about part of your book, then reread and get a little chuckle? Rafi, I have had to reread Wriggly Little Hands, top center, or I guess we can go here and see the big one. I've had to reread Wriggly Little Hands so much for editing and whatnot in anticipation of release. But I'm far enough removed from the writing of it that I have forgotten a lot of the jokes in there. So it's been an absolute joy to just come across jokes I forgot I put in there and then just absolutely die laughing at them. I can't express how positive an experience it's been to get to write goofy jokes that I enjoy as part of my job and then come back and edit and forget about the jokes and then reread them and laugh again. I've laughed at these jokes 4 or 5 times each. So it's I don't know, just the net joy that comes from that has been really nice. I really like it. Slindy says, you know those dinosaur sweaters that kids have? I want one as an adult because they look cute and cool. Hey, I'm sure someone makes them, Slendy. I'm sure they got them somewhere out there. Bo on YouTube says, what camera do you use? Bo, I might have it written down. Let's see. No, I don't have it recorded, but hold on. The name is in my devices. It's a Logitech HT Pro 970 webcam, I believe. Actually, it just kind of came back to me there. It's like a $50 webcam. And then keyboard cam down here is literally like a $15 piece of junk that was in the closet. But you know what? I shouldn't talk bad about keyboard cam. Keyboard cam is trucking along. I'm proud of it. It's staying with me and getting the job done. So thank you, keyboard cam. Poison Apple Tea says, right back at you. You have bettered my favoritism of TikTok. It's a fun. I like it. It's just it's a unique community. It's different than the other social medias. And I just don't really enjoy social media, but live streaming feels different. I enjoy hanging out with y'all. They say to do what when it comes to promotion on social media, you need to do what you enjoy. I enjoy this. I enjoy being here with everybody. So here we are. Elsie said, I'm finally getting my keyboard fixed because my E, C, and D and 3 keys don't work. Oh, E, C, and D and 3 keys don't work. Well, sorry about that, Elsie, but I'm glad you're getting it fixed. Gonna be hard to write with missing the E, C, and D key. Oh, it's interesting. It's like a row. Actually, looking at my keyboard, that's like boom, 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 E, C, and D all in a row. I wonder if that's the symptom of whatever the issue was. Interesting. But I hope they get it fixed. You need a working keyboard. That's an important one. Slindy said, I've reread one of my fics and liked it more than I thought I would. Hey, that's awesome. That's a great feeling, dude. Rock on. There's nothing better than rereading something and going, oh, wait, maybe I am good at this. Maybe I should do this more often. Good feeling, and congratulations. Rafi, I appreciate that. Oh, interesting. TikTok has just notified me in the middle of my stream, so I'll appreciate that, TikTok. My live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because it contains unoriginal or reproduced content. This is in line with the For You feed eligibility standards under our community guidelines. Lovely. Nothing like just getting randomly flagged for nonsense on TikTok because when you got to get it sorted, it's all robots and unhelpful FAQ pages, and no one actually responds to you on anything. It asked me if I want to appeal it right now on stream. Incredible. All right, well, it's been appealed because my content does not contain reproduced anything, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it says the appeal was submitted, so we'll see what happens. TikTok, I do not need you throttling my reach here, please. Oh well. Anyway, let's catch up on chat. Sloyd, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Um, Poison Apple Tea says keyboard cam is the cheap cheeseburger we all need in real life. Yeah, it's I've mounted it to the bottom of my monitor, so I'm really happy. Like it's floating here, um, because if you touch it, it like freaks out and loses quality and like spazzes and whatnot. So it's mounted nice and safe. No one touched keyboard cam. Keyboard cam is doing its best and doing a very good job. We're all proud of it. um, you should find one of your old writing pieces that you're proud of and post it in Discord, Slendy. I fully agree. Y'all, if you don't know, if it's your first time around here, there's our Discord. I just posted it in chat. Okay. I am once again getting my live visibility restricted. Oh boy, TikTok! I'm trying to stream with my folks here. I wonder, could it be the stream music? I mean, the stream music is. I guess we're gonna pause it for now. The music is Creative Commons with attribution, and I do attribute at the end of each stream. So I don't know, TikTok. I don't know what you're on about. Anyway, appealed again. Hopefully it doesn't happen a third time. Yeah, I agree. Other name. The appeal process is not. I've not had a good track record with it. I was trying to do TikTok Shop at one point to sell like signed copies of books, and they just banned me every time I made a shop. Like I didn't. I literally created the account for a shop, did the sign up process, and the next day banned. And I was like, all right. So I appealed it. Nothing happened. I made a different one. That one lasted about a week. I didn't even make products or anything. It was just it existed, and I was getting to putting stuff on it eventually, and then banned as well. The explanation never made sense. Appeals never got anywhere. No one gave me any clarification. Anyway, TikTok's gonna TikTok. Y'all, that's why we stream on YouTube as well. The stream is there every day. You can go catch it on YouTube as well as replays if that's something you're interested in. And I enjoy being here with y'all on TikTok and hope that I continue to be. But TikTok, don't chase me away. I don't need any more temptation to stream on Twitch. I enjoy being here. I would like to stay here. When you says I have to stop myself from calling everyone I know and reading them something I was really proud of. Hey, why don't do it? Why not do it, When you? My poor wife, we both work from home. She's one room over, and she has to deal with me running in there and reading her lines that I just wrote every day when I get excited about it. It's a good feeling, and it's good to cherish that excitement. So hey, let people know, share the fun, right? Slindy, you posted in Discord. Awesome. Awesome. I'll take a look at that. Y'all, we do have a writing share channel in the Discord, and if you have writing that you want to share with us, please put it in there. It's been really active lately, so I'm super happy to see everybody being creative together. Rafi says if it's the music, I'll make you more. Well, thank you, Rafi. That's super kind of you. I did turn the stream music off for now, just paused it. Maybe that's what it is, but I mean, it's Creative Commons music. The author, the artist, literally encourages people to use it, and I attribute at the end of every stream. So I don't know. Per the artist's regulations, per their outline, I attribute it exactly how they want. But oh well, so it goes. Elsie said, should I post my essay I wrote for history class? I need y'all to grade it because it hasn't been graded. I mean, it has to be a very different type of writing to share there, Elsie. I can't promise that anybody would read all the way through it, but I mean, you're more than welcome to if you want. What is it on? What's the topic? I'm a history fan, so I'm curious now. Well, thank you, other name. I appreciate that. You said for what it's worth, I'd follow you to whatever platform if TikTok fumbles. Well, I appreciate that. That's super kind. I have been playing around with Twitch in the back of my head, but the main problem is just, TikTok streams vertical. So we're all set up all vertical now on YouTube as well. So it'd be a complete format change to go horizontal. I'd love to do it. So much more real estate to put fun things on screen and things won't be crowded and whatnot. But yeah, who knows? For now we're here, and I probably need to get some more writing going. But Whew, bumpy start with the TikTok button into the conversation, but hey, we're here and let's get going. Elsie, that is a very heavy topic for an essay, but important. So yeah, did I call you? Did I call you Elsie? Did I say it wrong? I feel like I said it wrong. Um, but no, hey, drop it in if you want. Ian Garcia Grant on YouTube says I'm already on the YouTube train. That's true, my friend. You are part of my 3 concurrent viewer audience on YouTube. We're setting records over there. No, I'm glad to have y'all there, and hopefully everything stays the same. We still stream on TikTok and YouTube. Seth, you said, what streaming system are you using? Seth, I'm using OBS, Open Broadcasting System. Great program. Can't recommend it enough. Have a ton of fun with it. Breadman, I have been playing Pokemon Gold. It's your favorite gen. I'm so excited to be back at it. I randomly, like a couple weeks ago, picked up Pokemon Yellow and decided I was going to replay all the old Pokemons from my childhood in order again. And so we've made it up to Pokemon Gold, and I'm super excited about it. Having so much fun with it. Just great games. I love going back to my childhood with them. What's your favorite Pokemon, Breadman, from Gen 2? Let me know. LC, you love OBS? Absolutely. OBS is the best. It's open source, it's free. It's incredible that such an easy to use tool is free. I love it. Oh, Slendy, that's a very kind offer. Thank you. If you do switch to Twitch, I can make you animated switching scenes. I made them before. What? My slow fades aren't good enough? No, that's just a set scene in OBS. It would be cool to be able to customize things a bit more. Very kind offer. I appreciate that. That's cool, Slendy. Breadman, you said the soundtrack for Gen 2 and the weird color palette just takes me right back. You love Gen 1 as well. They're just fun, right? It's so nostalgic, but I feel like Pokemon games are just the right amount of like dopamine hits for a relaxing, chill experience. It is my relax game right now, and I'm loving it. Tyranitar. Ooh, what a pull. That's fun, Breadman. I just remembered that guy existed recently. Very cool. Very dramatic looking Pokemon. I was a big fan when I was younger. Such a cool dinosaur looking guy. Raffi said, is there a wrong way to format a book? Sure, Raffi. There's, is there wrong? Not a wrong way, but there are accepted standards. And really the only right way is what's easiest for the reader to read, with an addendum of fits into the expected, what readers expect to see a book look like. If you're looking for, I'm not an expert in what that format is, but I would drop a reference to Atticus and Vellum for book formatting software. You have to buy them one time, but then you can format books forever with them. Atticus is for Windows and Vellum's for Mac. Very good programs. Make book formatting super easy. They make your books look beautiful. So I use Vellum myself, and I'm a huge fan of it. All right, y'all, this is the writing stream, so we should probably do some writing, huh? We're really behind on words, but let's get some words in. Gio, good morning, my friend. Welcome in. Glad to see you. Happy Wednesday. You just missed our discussion about streaming on Twitch potentially. No plans to do so, but TikTok is telling me that my discoverability has been limited because I am rebroadcasting unoriginal content or something to that effect. I forget the exact wording. And it has restricted me in the search algorithm, so the recommendation algorithm. So thank you. Appreciate that. Anyway, we're on TikTok for now, as well as YouTube, and I need to do some writing. So let's get to it. Y'all, if you want... Oh, I made my camera blurry with the thumbs up. Hold, please. Yeah, that's right. I deactivated the wrong camera. There we go. Now I'm back. Beautiful, crystal clarity. Ronnie, you're right. That's really funny. I was just on a tangent saying how much I like TikTok. And then it was like, I'll show you. Slendy, you got to do some laundry. Hey, that counts. That counts as productivity in my book. Elsie, you dropped your essay in the Discord. All right. Well, hey, we got some nonfiction readers that said they wanted to read it, so by all means, y'all have at it. Raffy says, anyone going to make a grilled cheese for this writing sprint? Do let us know if you do. I love being hungry on stream, hearing about the wonderful food y'all are enjoying. One day I'm just going to turn on stream and just sit here and eat a delicious giant breakfast and say nothing and then peace out. All right. Y'all, let's do some words. The timer is set. Oh, Breadman. All right, one last question. Said, sorry, I had to make breakfast. What's your favorite from Gen 2? Breadman, I have just discovered the majesty, the glory. If you saw my video yesterday, you know who I'm talking about. The absolute all-star that is this little guy. I am in love with Whooper. I totally forgot that he existed. Look at this dude. He's the cutest, most oblivious thing in the world. I love him so much. Look at that blank. He's just happy. Just blank eyes. I absolutely love him. I had to actively stop myself from capturing multiple Whoopers and just having a team of 6 of them in a row. So this is currently I think Whooper has jumped to my favorite Pokemon of all time at present, dethroning Mankey. So thanks for asking. My video yesterday was completely sidetracked and entirely just became a Whooper celebration festival. Ian, you got to head off to work. Catch you on Discord. Hey, sounds good, man. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate you being on YouTube. And I hope you have a good day at work today. Breadman, he's so cute, isn't he? I love Whooper. He's amazing. All right, now I'm going to do some writing, and I promise you I'm not just going to rant in my document about how incredible Whooper is as a Pokemon. Folks, if you want to write along with me, please, by all means. Perhaps you're going to do your laundry, make grilled cheese, enjoy a nice cereal breakfast like Ronnie, or scrambled eggs like Slendy, whatever it is. Please, by all means. But I'm going to get to writing here, and I encourage y'all to create along with me. With that, timer's going. Let's put some words on page. And if you're writing with me, good luck. Y'all, it feels so wrong to not have the music. I paused it because I was wondering if that was what was getting us flagged by TikTok, but I think despite the appeal, it is still what's the word? It's not recommending the live out because we've had no new people pop in. Normally, there's always people popping in and moving on. So I think despite the appeals, it is suppressing. There's the word. But oh well. We'll figure it out later. For now, I got y'all here. So thank you for being here. And we'll have a good time for the rest of the stream. I just don't like the silence and no stream music. Harpy says you think I'd have to restart the live. That's okay. That would maybe fix it, but I don't want to do that on you. Might as well put the music back on. Yeah, I mean it's true. It's true. I've been playing the music for weeks now. Who knows? I'm sure it's in error. TikTok does so much stuff through. I don't even know if it's true AI or just robots or whatever, but. Yeah. Oh well. Let's finish this writing sprint. Poison, I'll get you that answer here in a minute. I appreciate those shares, Ronnie. trying to fight TikTok. All right, how's our time looking? 19 seconds. All right, I can get one last sentence in here. Unless I can't think of one. All right. Well, that was a nice little writing sprint there. I'll take that one. A bit more words than the last time. We got the fingers warmed up and going now. Anywho, Poison, you asked what the mug says. The mug says, let me see if you can see it clearly, Cowboy Bob on it. I can't really get it to show too well. And the Alley Theater. It is a... the Alley Theater is a theater in downtown Houston that we like. Puts on really good musicals, and Cowboy Bob was a musical they put on that was in, I guess, like preview or testing. I forget what they call it, but they were trying it out before taking it on, attempting to get it to Broadway. And my wife and I were invited to go be one of the test audiences, and we really enjoyed it. So I had to get a mug to bring home with me, and I like to reference it. I swear, Poison, I'm not that big of like a cowboy person. We're just leaning into it while we live in Texas until we move somewhere else. Gotta roll with the vibe, right? Harpy says they've been flagging a lot of lives lately for nothing. I think it's the new update. Well, hopefully they get it sorted out. That would be ideal. GeoGrim, you said, I've had it happen for me with Twitch when there's no music in my VOD, and it'll silence certain sections of the VOD. Interesting, when there's no music, huh? That's interesting. I know Twitch will slap you with a mute if you use like copyrighted music or whatnot, but my stuff is definitely Creative Commons. I think it's Raffi. Raffi, it's you, isn't it? You made the song for stream, and now you're coming after me with the DMCA takedown requests. That's the answer. Poison said marbles is always a good word. You can add that onto the end of what I was writing for now and change it next sprint. Just get a few more words in there. G-Bread Man, you said, is it me or is The Hobbit way more immersive than Lord of the Rings, the books? I'd have to double check, Breadman. I'm reading through Fellowship right now, and I find it incredibly immersive, but it's been several years since I read The Hobbit. Boy, my camera does not like when I move. Hold, please. I'm back. I loved The Hobbit when I read it originally, and now I'm reading The Lord of the Rings. I'm on Fellowship and loving that too. So I'll have to do maybe a Hobbit reread at the end so we can compare. Oh no, Fellowship is very slow for sure, Breadman. Um, I'm you kind of have to approach it with that in mind. I've really enjoyed the pace of it, just reading it very slow and just kind of rolling with it, you know. Um, so you kind of come into it with that mindset, whereas The Hobbit is a lot more, it's brisk. We sweeps you along. Yeah, Poison. It was really cool to see that musical in preview. I was very flattered to be invited, and it was a good musical. I don't know where it is in the world, if it's where it is in its preview stages, but hopefully we see it showing up on Broadway or something soon, because I thought it was a lot of fun. Seth asked, "Are you leaving Texas?" We have no plans at the moment, but we never intended to stay in Texas forever. We just moved here because my wife was working for NASA down the street. So yeah, we'll figure out where we're going next. Slindy, I don't know. I don't know if that was just your stream going, if it was your internet or the whole stream. Everything looks fine on my end, but y'all let me know if something's wrong. I'll try to fix it. Poison Apple Tea, you said don't know the math of writing one, but would love to read a Choose Your Own Adventure by you. Poison, that would be really interesting. I read a couple of those as a kid. I've never attempted to write one. It'd be very interesting. I mean, it should be doable, right? It should be totally doable. Could be something to do one day. Andy Serkis did an amazing audiobook for The Lord of the Rings, says other name. I've heard nothing but praise for Serkis and his work with anything Lord of the Rings related, so good for him. I can imagine an audiobook experience for Lord of the Rings would be amazing. Hey, Isabel, welcome in. Good to see you over on YouTube there. Hope your Wednesday's off to a good start. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Breadman says, bro, your wife's a rocket scientist. She is a science communicator. She specializes in talking with engineers, scientists, technical, what have you, and translating it into more approachable language, sharing it in fun and interesting ways. And she worked on the International Space Station program, translating and promoting the science that was done up there, to show why it's important. She's on TikTok. I think it's at Erin Winnick. Put it in chat. She is amazing at social media and communicating, and I am a pale candle in the wind compared to how good she is at all of that. I think she's got like 70K, 60K followers on TikTok and multiple hundreds of thousands across all her platforms. She's the real deal. I just sit in the corners and I write my little stories. Kayla Browning asked, did you enjoy Florida? I did, Kayla. Thank you for asking. It was nice to go back. It was a whirlwind trip. We were there briefly and for for a very short time, but it was lovely. I'm a huge Florida fan. From there, it's funny. Growing up, I didn't want to stay in Florida. I was so sick of it. I was like, get me somewhere with seasons and terrain and whatnot. And then I left Florida, and I lived in London, and I lived in Boston, and I've lived in Houston. And I'm like, actually, I kind of want to go back to Florida. It wormed its way into my heart. And it's not the beaches, it's not the tourism. Like, people think Florida, they think, beaches and Disneyland. I love, like, the swamps and the prairies and the springs and the river systems, like the interior of Florida that people don't think about. There's a beautiful, biodiverse, incredible ecosystem running through the inland of Florida that people don't think about. And it's just, I love it. It's really cool, and I miss it immensely. And it was just so wild too. Like, we had thousands of sandhill cranes that nested next to our apartment when we were in Gainesville, and they're like 5 feet tall. And you just walk outside, go down the street, and boom, there's thousands of them nesting on the prairie. Or you'd go for a hike and literally see 40 or 50 alligators. It was wild. So yeah, I miss it a little bit. Ronnie, you said my husband interviewed at NASA here in Alabama, but they picked an old person with experience. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ronnie. That must have been. Aaron would be disappointed in me for not knowing. It's the rocket testing facility that's in Alabama, right? Big lightning out there. In Huntsville, I believe. I should know which one it is. I'm bad that I don't know it. I'm sorry he didn't get the job though. If he's still interested in working with them, our advice is always, hey, there's Erin. Erin, we were just talking about you. She just jumped back in. Breadman, that's Erin that I was telling you about. She's in chat. Ronnie, if he's still interested in trying to work with NASA, has he looked at contractor jobs? Because a lot of NASA employees are hired through contractors, and it's one of the better ways to get in at NASA. I would definitely recommend that. A lot of folks don't know that, but it's a great. Yeah, Erin was a contractor when she worked at Johnson Space Center. Isabel, you said I am very, very stuck. So stuck that I was so desperate that I literally wrote an apology letter to my characters to see if maybe they'd cut me some slack. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Isabel. I hope that you get unstuck. Sometimes the writing just gets clogged up, right? Gets stopped. But hey, we can help you get through it. We can do a writing sprint here, and just maybe put some words on page. That's how I get through it, at least. Just recognize it's not going to be good writing, and just get to working on it. Just put words down. Fully expect at the end of it you're going to throw them all away. But sometimes just the act of physically moving my fingers and just kind of getting the thoughts flowing will get me through it. I don't know if it'll work for you, but I hope it will. Senior Goatman, I'm a big fan of the Everglades. Yes, sir. Love the Everglades. Such a unique and undervalued ecosystem. Super cool down there. I'd love to go spend more time down there. Other name says Solve Follow Science Rules in reference to Erin. She shares some really cool stuff. She's doing 0G flights right now. Explaining why microgravity research is relevant and how it's done on Earth in parabolic flights. So she'll have a lot of videos coming out about that coming up in the future. And she's going on an ocean expedition, her second ocean expedition later this year. She does cool stuff, y'all. She does really cool stuff. Seth said, if you don't mind me asking, where did you go to school? Seth, I went to Florida State in Tallahassee, but I'm from Tampa originally. Breadman, you said you've only ever been to Destin, but you walked around the city and outskirts, and it was beautiful. Destin is lovely. That is just so beautiful. The white sand beaches up there. Lovely part of the Panhandle. I love Destin. I'm glad you had a good time at it. I previously worked in Florida tourism, so it was literally my job to help attractions in Florida, the theme parks and nature parks and stuff, promote themselves online and attract tourists. So I suppose I am a little bit biased. I'll always have good things to say about Florida's nature and amusement parks. Kayla, you're almost done with your first draft. Yo, well done. Congratulations to you. Keep pushing on it. Maybe on our next writing sprint here in a minute, you can get some more words in if it works for you. Sloyd says you're so nice to your characters. I just find a rewarding way to kill them off. Brutal, Sloyd. Brutal. Hey, an emotional gut punch delivered well can make a story. So just gotta use them right. You know, don't kill a character off just because. Make sure it has purpose, and make sure the readers feel it. Make them hurt. Seth, you live on Long Island, but you were born in Haines City and lived in Lakeland. Okay, hey, rock on, dude. Long Island has always sounded nice to me. How do you like it there? I don't know. I'm just kind of fascinated by Long Island a little bit right now. Seems like it'd be a cool place to live. Let me know how you like it. But in the meantime, y'all, we should get to a little writing sprint. So if it's your first time in, first of all, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Glad to have you. Welcome to our cozy corner of the internet. We're always doing something fantasy or creative writing, reading focused here. And today we're doing writing sprints. So we got 5 minutes on the clock. Woo! I'm going to start the timer. I'm going to work on my next book. And I encourage y'all to write along with me. Work on something that you want to work on. We'll make some progress together. So, Kayla, you're going to sprint with me? I love it. Let's go. Um, let's do it. The timer's a timing. Let's put some words on page, y'all. Make some progress. Good luck. Gio, thank you for the heart me. Super kind of you, my friend. I hope I didn't miss that by too long. I think that was relatively recent. I'm really bad about seeing those. I wish it showed them to me more. Hey, one more check in the Twitch box, right? You know when someone catches in channel points. You just did it. Okay, sick. I thought I saw it pop up there. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. All right, 1 minute left. Hope your words are coming along well. Mine are flowing now. We're getting there. We're finding the rhythm now. Sarge, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday to you. How you doing? It is a beautiful, beautiful rainy morning here. I don't even need to put the curtain up. I got the window open, or the blinds open, and I'm just loving watching the rainfall out there. Good to see you, man. Welcome in. How you doing today? All right, I think that's just about time. There we go. I'll call it there for me. Y'all got 8 seconds left if you were sprinting along with me. Let me know how your words went for that, and I'll get a count on mine. Something about 189 words. Nope, there was a little bit extra. Plus 75. So like 200, 230, 240 words, I think, if we get accurate with it. So, hey, we'll take that. That's my best sprint of the day. Making some progress now. And only halfway to our word goal today, but we started a bit late. We had some tech issues. TikTok's been hating on us. So we'll take what we got. 99 words for you, Caleb Brown. Very good. Very good. Caleb Browning. I always call you Caleb Brown. It is Caleb Browning. I'm sorry. I will learn eventually. I am a slow learner. But congratulations. That is 99 words you didn't have. We take that. Very nice. Isabel Knight on YouTube said, I got in the flow. I don't know what scene will happen next, but I'm writing. Hey! I'm glad to hear it, Isabel. We got you. We got you through the mental block, the writer's block. Congratulations. I'm glad that it worked. Writing random things worked. Very good, Isabel. Congratulations. I'm really glad to hear that. Sometimes it does work, just to push on through it, even if you know you're writing junk. Saxy boy, thank you for the crown, little crown. Very nice gift. Very generous of you. And thanks for being here, my friend. Happy Wednesday to you. How are you doing today? Oh, love what you do. You're doing the Lord's work, you say. Well, thank you. That's very kind to you. You flatter me. I'm just here having fun with my peeps, with my community. I love that y'all come out and we hang out together. It's just the best way to start the day. It really is. It's legitimately, y'all, you're better than the caffeine in this cup. Get me excited. I appreciate it. Sarge, you said you're doing well. It's a nice day in Boston as well. Writing some code today, testing my new systems. All right, hey, we count that. That's writing. We count that as writing around here because it definitely is. My best friend's a coder, and we talk about like the similarities and differences between writing and coding, and there's a lot of similarities, similar in many ways. But no, I'm glad it's going well for you. And I bet you the weather is lovely in Boston. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. This time of year up there. Yeah. Oh, you got a high humidity. So, all right. But 63 degrees Fahrenheit's pretty darn nice. We won't see those temperatures until November. Here, we're well beyond that now. Saxy said, I have 2 bins full of books, and I've read half of them. It's a lot of books. Hey, rock on. Reading's great. Reading's a wonderful time. I'm glad you've got plenty of books to read, and you have read through them. Always a search for more books, right? Thinking about y'all, if you've seen Spaceballs, classic comedy, they make a joke that they're going to make a sequel called I think it was Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money. I feel like life is just the search for more books. RP says we need that on a shirt. Quote, you're better than the caffeine in this cup. Hey, feel free. You can have that one. Y'all, that's all yours. I will settle for selling books instead of shirts. Yeah, I had a joke there, but it fell apart. It wasn't good enough. We'll keep that one to myself. Isabel, you said I'm a terrible coder. By the way, I've officially been a book blogger for 1 year now. Hey, congratulations, Isabel. Well done. You get bottle claps, I guess, because it was in my hand. That's awesome, though. Congratulations for sticking with it. I hope you've had a fun time with it. Rock on. You got to celebrate the small victories, y'all. You really do. It's so easy. There was a quote that Erin told me that I think one of her friends said it recently. And it was, I'm going to butcher it, but basically the premise was you feel like you're not doing enough, but it's because you're constantly raising the bar. Like, you always want more progress, but you got to remember that progress itself is good, and once you achieve consistent progress, you start to look to accelerate that progress and do even more. And you can't get bummed just when you've simply made the normal amount of progress and not exceptional amount. Um, Aaron could probably remind me exactly how it was worded because it was so much more elegant than that. But I've been thinking a lot about that lately. Of like, it's almost like if you think about how like a corporation, right? They try to increase profits every quarter endlessly, and that's not tenable to do. That you can't have infinite growth. I feel like it's like that with anything you're doing, with book writing, with reading, with your job. Progress happens and is good, and you should strive for it. But don't let progress becoming normal make you think that you're not making progress. I'm butchering this, but what I'm trying to say is be kind to yourself. You're doing better than you think you are. Slindy, you tried coffee this past week after never having had it in your life. It was the worst tasting thing ever. Slindy, it is very much an acquired taste. Erin, my wife, doesn't like it either, or even the smell of it. It's an acquired taste. I didn't like it either until I had an office job where there was just free coffee every day. And so literally to pass the time, I was just like, well, I got to make a trip to the break room, right, to kill some time. And I was there and I was like, well, the coffee smells good. I guess I'll get it. I just never liked drinking it. But it was just having something to do at a very boring job made me start drinking it. And it just kind of went from there. It is an acquired taste. It takes some effort to get into it. So I can't blame you. Now, my wife also doesn't like sweet tea. And that I will blame her for every day because that is objectively a wrong opinion. Sarge, she does spell it E-R-I-N. Ronnie, you have a little coffee in your cup of vanilla creamer. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Enjoy it sweet. I've recently switched to black coffee with just a little bit of sugar in it. I don't know. It's kind of part of the journey. I used to like a lot of creamer. I still do. I still love a creamy coffee, but I can also just go for black with sugar. Saxy, I can't stand the taste of it, but I love the smell of it. It smells so good. It does smell good. Even when I didn't like the taste of coffee, I agree. I love the smell of it. I don't know. It's great. Now it just feels like the right thing in the morning. It becomes a habit. I say I drink it more out of habit than actual desire for it. Slindy, you said you had a mushroom blend coffee that's supposed to help with joint inflammation. My mom drank some, and she drank coffee growing up and said it tasted like regular coffee. We put milk and sugar in it. Mushroom coffee blend. That's really interesting. I've never heard of that, but if it's good, it's good, right? So made from mushrooms instead of beans. I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. I mean, hey, anything's possible, right? With science, there's a way. I hope it helps with joint inflammation. If you keep drinking it, it'd be nice if you could find some relief from it. Oh, Sarge, E-R-I-N, Aaron is your SO's name as well. Hey, all right. Aaron's spouse's high five. Other name says, did I hear sweet tea slander? Jokes aside, I envy people like that. I feel dependent on coffee, caffeine. Yeah, it's not a good feeling to feel dependent on it. I know that the effects of caffeine, like your body gets used to it, so they're not as strong if you drink it too much, which is a shame to know that like just having it consistently makes you adjust to it and lessen its effects. But like I said, I just enjoy drinking it for habit more than anything. Holy cow, Saxy, you have 6 cases of Dr. Pepper in your car for the morning? You're dependent on caffeine. You remind me of one of our friends here, Jamie, who is never caught without a Diet Coke. He's a pinball streamer, actually. He's part of the pinball community here. And it's a running joke at this point how many Diet Cokes he will have in the course of a stream. That man has looked into getting a Diet Coke fountain installed, like within reach of his streaming setup, so he can just like lean over and just fresh Diet Coke right into the cup. It ended up not being economically viable, but the 6 cases of Dr. Pepper is spot on. Just make it Diet Coke, and you got Jamie right there. Isabel, you said you didn't even know it's your 1-year book blogger anniversary until a follower on your blog commented, "Happy 1-year blogging." That's cool. That's cool that someone else recognized the milestone and reminded you of it. Congratulations again. That's super cool. Celebrate those small milestones, y'all, for real. Seth says Diet Coke's inherently the best soda. Uh-oh. I'm not trying to stoke the Diet Coke versus Dr. Pepper crowd in here. Because personally, root beer is the best, and you're all wrong. All right, y'all. Well, how's about we want to do one more writing sprint? We haven't done too many today. Been a little bit slower today. Had some hurdles to overcome, and TikTok's still suppressing the stream. So annoying, but so it goes. We'll figure it out. Hopefully a restart will make things better, so we'll be better off tomorrow. But there's no reason we can't have fun with everybody here, so I appreciate y'all being here. Saxy, thank you for stopping in, man. I appreciate you being here. Nice to chat with you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And, hey, as always, we're here 7 to 9 a.m. Central every weekday. So I'll see you tomorrow if you want to come on back. Appreciate the kind words. Pepsi Blue Gang, says Geogrim. I don't even know what Pepsi Blue is. Oh, okay. So are they still making that, dude? That reminds me of like when Mountain Dew was going nuts with all the flavors and stuff. I don't even know if I've ever had Pepsi Blue. It looks wild. It looks way wild. Okay, yeah, it's been discontinued. That sounds about right, Gio, because that feels like back in the early to mid 2000s, 2010s when every soda company was going nuts with weird, wild flavors. There was like Pepsi Clear, wasn't there? And oh god, just all sorts of crazy stuff. Surge. That's one we had a lot of. All right, I said we were gonna do a writing sprint, so let's get to it, y'all. Get a few more words on page today. Y'all, thanks for being here, hanging out. Appreciate it. If you want to write along with me, look, 5-minute timer up. Y'all know the drill, and I think it's all regulars here for the most part. But just real quick, y'all, if you don't know, I am author Alex Knight. I've been here since, I've been writing full-time since 2018, and you'll find me here streaming every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time. These are my books, my book ones, Top Row's Fantasy, Bottom Row's Lit RPG. Folks often ask how they can support me. Is there a Patreon? Can they donate? Or a Ko-fi? Anything like that. There's not, y'all. All I ask is if you want to throw some support, check out one of my books, see if they're interested to you. If they sound like something you'd enjoy. If you got any questions about any of them, please ask, and I'm happy to talk about them. But otherwise, thank you for being here with me on stream and hanging out. We're going to do a writing sprint. So, open your I can't say word processor today. Every time I try to say it, I trip over it. Open your word processor, turn to a blank page, uncap your pen, whatever tool you're using to write, go ahead and grab it. And 5 minutes on the clock and a timer ticking. So good luck, y'all. All right, where was I? Appreciate that stream of likes someone's giving me. Someone is just mashing that like button. I've seen a lot of comments, folks mentioning that my keyboard sounds nice on stream, which is strange to me because I never thought about that. But when I go back and listen to it on stream, yeah, it does sound good, y'all. It sounds better than in real life. Something about the stream like kind of softens it and makes it sound. I've learned that keyboards can be described as sounding creamy, and it does sound that way. I do like it a lot. I'm kind of jealous that y'all get the nicer sounding one. It's a little more clicky clacky and sharp on my end. Um, but it's funny the things you learn when you stream. Sorry about your internet, Kayla. That's not fun. Steady internet connection is just such a calming presence. We had massive internet issues last year. It took like months and it took weeks and weeks, probably a month and a half to get resolved. Very annoying, especially when you work from home. I guess that's how it happens when you take a hurricane on the chin. Hey, GB Moon, welcome in. Glad to see you again. Good morning to you. How you doing today? All right, let's get that time. Oh, wow, 8 seconds. Okay, I thought I had a lot more time left, but sometimes you get into the flow state. We finally found it. Took me a couple sprints, but the last two we found that flow state. Y'all, how did it go for you? Let's see. I'll see how many words I got there. Let's see. It should be to here. So 172 words. I feel like I wrote more than that, but hey, I guess they were 172 good words. We'll say that. Very happy about it, though. Y'all, if you were writing along with me, let me know how it went. Kayla Browning. I got it right this time. Browning, not Brown. You got 131 words. Very good. Hey, thank you for writing along with me. Rafi, 100 words, an even 100. Very nice. Thank you as well. Thanks for joining me on the sprints, y'all. I hope that it was productive for you. Isabel, I'm glad we got you through your writer's block. I hope that it stays that way. Keep it flowing. Keep that creativity pumping. Gio, you said I didn't believe in the power of creamy keyboards until I got one. You know, I still love a MacBook keyboard more than anything. It just feels right for me. So I actually have like an imitation Mac keyboard that I can use at my desk. And my old one was like that, but I used it so much that I broke the keys, like they wore out, and I couldn't replace them, so the whole keyboard was kind of dead. So I only bought a mechanical keyboard because I can actually, you know, pop the caps off and replace the switches and stuff to keep it going. Which is not something you think about until I've written multiple millions of words in my career so far, and a lot of that was on one keyboard, and that's why it broke. So it's funny, you don't really think about it, but TikTok thinks I'm inactive now. TikTok, I'm just trying to stream, man. Leave me alone. Let me be. Anyway, All that to say, Gio, that I literally wore a keyboard down enough that it broke. So I got the mechanical one to be able to fix it, kind of make it last longer. And I'm kind of on the mechanical train now. I do like it. It's a nice keyboard. Still prefer the MacBook more, but I don't know. The mechanical is just fun. It's just fun to kind of indulge it and enjoy it a little bit. Oh boy! Hey y'all! Exciting news. Yeah, Rafi, authors and PC gamers got the same struggle. Yeah, I feel that, especially as an author and PC gamer. My poor keyboards they just don't they don't have a good time. They get used so much. Leisha, welcome in. Good to have you. No worries that you're late. We were just hanging out, usual stuff, working on our book, and I think tomorrow, if y'all are interested, we'll go back to playing our writing game that we've been doing. The Let the Dice Decide. Let's see. This one, y'all, we were playing it on stream. Everybody was having a good time with it. So I finally made a web page on my website for it, authoralexknight.com/dice. It's linked in the resources though in Discord, and I made an announcement about it yesterday. Here's the exercise library. I put it online. I cleaned it up. I improved them all a little bit based on how they've been on stream. And it's got links to everything you need. So if you want to play the game on your own, you're more than welcome to. But I think we're going to play it again on stream tomorrow, especially because we got our nice new fancy webpage for it. And also, y'all, come on. I can't go a day without rolling these beautiful dice on Mighty Dice. Although, there it is. There we go. Dude, I love this, y'all. I have it on my phone, too. I use it sometimes when I'm writing. It's just so cool to be able to pop in and be like, listen to the sounds. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit. I love it. It's so cool. It's just so fun. And wait, you can also get nuts with it? I can't get over how cool that is when you can just throw them all in there. Look at this. I mean, what an incredible program this is. mighty-dice.com/app. Y'all, we're gonna have some fun with this tomorrow. The sounds are so good. Rafi didn't know I liked ASMR until you threw 5 at once. Right? It's incredible. All right, one more. Just one more. Sorry, I talked over it. We'll do another one. Okay, here we go. No talking over it this time. Y'all, that's incredible. I love that so much. What an incredible website. Breadman, you need the pots and pans sound pack for it. Just a clatter and a clanging. Yeah, no, I love Mighty Dice. Very fun website. Anyway, I think tomorrow we'll play our writing game again on stream, because that's the wrong one, Alex. Here it is. I had a lot of fun with it, y'all, and you shared a lot of good writing yesterday. So thank you for joining in. I'm excited to do it again tomorrow with you. And then the point I was originally getting to, super exciting, y'all. The book fair is this week. Talked about it a couple times, but if you're in the greater Houston area, this Friday from 6 to 10 p.m., at the Social Beer Garden in downtown Houston, Texas, we're doing like a book fair for adults. We're trying to recreate that scholastic book fair vibe that we all loved as kids. Gonna have a bunch of local authors and artists there set up in the courtyard of a beer garden. Gonna have food trucks and arts and crafts. Gonna be a great time. So this Friday, 6 to 10 p.m. at the Social Beer Garden in Houston, Texas. If y'all want to come on out, I will be there. I'll be selling copies of Wrigley Little Hands as well as some of my other books. So, hey, if you're in the area, come out and meet me. I'd love to see you there. Isabel, you got to head out. Well, thank you for being here on YouTube. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you for stopping by. So, yeah, y'all, come on and see me at the book fair if you want. I'll be selling signed books and hanging out. Other than that, y'all, hey, thank you for being here today. Thanks for staying with me through the struggles. I know TikTok was hating today, as we say. Hopefully, it's a better day tomorrow with not getting flagged every couple minutes for random stream violations that seem inaccurate and confusing. Seeker, no worries, dude. No worries. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always. We'll see you then. But thank you for popping in here at the end. Um, Appreciate y'all. Y'all riding steady with me through it. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And as always, I will attribute the music I used in my stream. Hey TikTok, you trying to call me out for maybe the music? Look, I attribute them every stream as the artist asks me to do per his guidelines. So a special thanks to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com for the use of his songs Farm, Manor, Cottages, and Northern Glade, which provided our background music today. As well, an extra special thank you to community member Raffi the Engineer. Thank you, Raffi. Appreciate you, who provided our newest background song, Midnight at the Round Table. Raffi, you rock. We appreciate you. Lastly, if you enjoyed this stream, please give me a like and a follow so we can see you on the next one. Y'all, it's been a joy being here with you. As I say, as we're putting on a t-shirt maybe, you're better than the caffeine in my cup. Y'all wake me up each day, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the energy. Appreciate you being here. Everybody, we'll be back same time tomorrow, or perhaps not same time. We'll be back at the regular time tomorrow, not late like we started today. I look forward to it. So come ready to write, ready to roll some dice, and we're going to have a good time tomorrow, y'all. So, hey, thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great Wednesday, y'all.